Hey yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and we will be making more. So let's get straight into the video, which is top 5 Zetas I recommend for offense in Grand Arena, especially for beginners. So first off, I want to start off with number 5, which is BB-8. The Zeta is roll with the punches, and when BB-8 attacks out of turn, he calls random resistance ally to assist. This is very potent because this ability synergizes really well with RJT's Defiant Slash, which caused someone to assist, obviously BB-8, and there will be 3 people to assist, as well as the fact that whenever he counterattacks, which is 80%, he calls someone else to assist, which could be RJT, and it would do a lot of damage output. Number 4, speaking of resistance, we have Inspirational Presence Leader ability, which I think is the only Zeta you need. When a resistance ally uses a special ability, all exposed enemies lose 5% turn meter, which can't be evaded or resisted. And when a resistant ally uses a special ability, if they aren't debuffed, reduce their cooldowns by 1. This effectively means a turn meter chain for resistance allies, and obviously whenever they perform a critical hit, they have a 70% chance to inflict expose, and so this team will get a lot of turn meter and will be able to take many turns, and especially BB, so he can do Illuminated Destiny, and then the opponent's team will be defeated easily. As well as that, I wanted to mention these two because resistance is recently very powerful now due to resistance hero Finn and resistance hero Poe, and so now they can even defeat Darth Revan and Geonosians. So I think it is fitting to Zeta them right now, and also of course because of the very powerful Galactic Legends Ray at the moment. So that's what you should do, and it's a good offensive team anyway. Coming in at number 3, we have Empire. We have Emperor Palpatine's leader, Emperor of the Galactic Empire, and when a debuff on an enemy expires, Empire and Sith allies gain 5% turn meter. I personally think this is very good. Obviously, recently there's been a video of Palpatine being able to beat Galactic Legends Ray, and Emperor Palpatine is extremely powerful in this Empire team because his lead ability means due to this team, which inflicts a lot of debuffs, they'll be able to gain a lot of turn meter very quickly when the other team cleanses, such as Luke, and it's a good combo with Vader to use Force Crush, which inflicts enough debuff to gain another turn again, and then possibly followed by the Culling Blade or just another terrifying swing. And also this leader ability is extremely good in events, especially the Jedi Challenge Tier 1 event, which I will showcase when it next comes, and Emperor Palpatine gets your win very easily because his leader ability is very potent to Jedis and Rebels. Okay, coming in at number 2, we have Han Solo. So right now, Rebels have always been a good team for these past 3 years, and now they're found to have a good synergy with Watt. So well, Luke is very powerful in self anyway, and also this is why you should get Han Solo's Zeta shoots first. Plus 10% critical chance in the first time each turn Han uses his basic attack, he attacks again, dealing 50% less damage. This Zeta is a must for Han and obviously a Luke team, because this is the reason why he's good, because if he only shoots once, he's not that powerful, and his basic ability obviously does a massive amount of damage, and he's quite accessible because Rancor raid is quite easy nowadays. And obviously, he, even though he attacks with 50% less damage, it's still a lot of damage. Paired up with Chewbacca, those triumvirate or triplet is very, very potent, and performs an extremely high amount of damage. And this Zeta is definitely a must for Han Solo and the Luke team. And at number 1, as importantly as Han Solo's Zeta, we have coming in at number 1, it binds all things. Lots of beginner players tend to have the misconception that the leader Zeta is the most important one, but that's not true. It binds all things, because whenever Luke resists a detrimental effect, he recovers 5% protection, and whenever Luke inflicts a debuff, he gains 10% turn meter, and other allies gain half that amount. The important thing about that is how other allies gain half that amount. That means the team will get a lot of turn meter, because if a team tries to target for Luke, which they very well might, because he does a lot of damage, they'll pay the price by giving him and his team a lot of turn meter. And obviously the best Luke team right now is Luke, Chewbacca, R2, Han, and C-3PO or Watt. So this highly damaging team is very effective for beginners, definitely, where this team could even beat Jedi Knight Revan, as showcased in our top 5 counter to Jedi Knight Revan, only because they have such quick speed and high damage output, which does further damage with C-3PO's ability, where an exposure is inflicted every time they perform basic, which they tend to do. Okay, a special mention I think needs to go to Jolie Bindo, and I already mentioned in my defense videos that obviously Bastila can be used for defense and offense. I mentioned the leader Zeta is very good, but I think Jolie is absolutely necessary and a very good character generally for Jedi teams, and to get Jedi Knight Revan, he's a requirement. That looks pretty bad. I'd revive or defeat to Jedi allies at 80% health with crit immunity for 5 turns. This basically means whoever attacks Jedi has to target him first after Yoda, because if you don't kill him, the others will be revived, and he makes it very annoying, as well as the fact that he can heal himself and heal a lot of others, so he is a very deadly attacker. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Yeah, I'll be posting another one for advanced players especially, and I'll also be posting some Grand Arena teams videos. And speaking of Grand Arena, if you saw my last video where I attacked, yes, I in fact did when he could not attack anymore. So I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video, where I attack Mauro Reaper with his 3 million GP. Okay, see you.